I didn't say anything about it. I was just saying you're on Neverwinter and not Warframe. The farm is the second piece. We've already got the lumberyard. The farm was the second one I put up there, right? That was the one I queued, right? Well, I thought I queued a farm. I knew how to do that. I did that already. I had read that already, but you did it before I did, probably. Right.
We have lost control of the tower.
They do not get a they're unsung heroes. A lot of people don't realize what they gotta go through.
We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
Yes, you do, of course, without a doubt. No, that's...
They are broadcasting another message. Make sure
Well, I don't think you have any sociopathic behavior. I think you need help with a backbone. You want my honest opinion? You need help with a backbone. You need to pull your nuts out of your belly and become a man. You know, and I'm not being smartass. And anybody will tell you, I speak my mind. I speak my mind. I don't lie. I tell you exactly how I see it. So I just think you need to grow a pair, stiffen up your backbone and stiff upper lip, and become a man. And by becoming a cop and going to the academy, you will. And if you don't, they will toss you out on your ass. I'm just dead serious. You know, it's like going to the military. You're either gonna come out tough, or you're not gonna come out at all. You're gonna go back home and continue to be a bitch. I mean, that's just how they'll put it to you in those specific terms when you go to the service. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. And I'm not calling you a bitch, but don't take that way in any sense of the way. You know, I'm from the hood. That's just what we call guys who are like that, or their fight or flight. Their flight takes over before their fight does. We just call them bitches, and it's not being rude. It's just how we discern the difference between the two. Now there are some that does it for being rude, but me, I don't do it because I'm being rude. I do it because you're acting like the chick that my next door neighbor, you know. And it's like, dude, take that tampon out, put on a pad, put on a pair of big girl panties, and come on, let's go. You know what I mean? That's how I am. But when I was in the service, I had a guy like that. His name was Cade, Marshall Cade. I met him in my A school, you know, and he was the most laid back guy on the planet that I could think. He was really laid back, but he had no spine, none. Like, these guys in the class used to just walk up to him and be like, "Yo, you're gonna take us to the mall and you're gonna buy us our clothes that we're gonna wear out to the beach to go to that party tonight." Mind you, they're not saying that he's gonna take them there and they're gonna go shopping. No, they're saying that you're gonna take us to the mall and you're gonna use your money and you're gonna buy our clothes. We're gonna keep our money for drinking. I'm sitting in the back of the class going, "What? Wait, what the hell did I just hear?" So, yeah, but like I said, this guy had no spine. When I met him, he had no spine. So I let that go. I let that go for a week. I'm like, you know what? I don't really know him. I just got here. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get involved with none of this because I'm really not trying to fuck nobody up. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not trying to fuck nobody up. Right, I was trying not to be that guy. So I left it alone for a week, but I got tired of seeing this kid get bullied like. And I'm like, yo, why do you let them get away with it? He was like, cuz, man, I mean, what am I gonna do? I mean, they'll whoop my ass. I'm like, are you kidding me? First of all, that nigga's too fat to raise his arm. You could punch him in his throat, stop him from eating, and he'll never move again. You know what I'm saying? That guy's too skinny. If you blow on his ankle, you'll probably break his back. Like, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Message
Get the fuck out of here.
Leave none alive.
I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And I'm just like, nah. I'm like, that's not happening. So I was like, tell him no. And that same day, we were sitting there talking. They came in the classroom after lunch. Yo, Marshall, or yo, Cade, you're gonna take us to the mall. And I was like, no, he's not.
The data you have
It was like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, who the fuck am I? I'm the guy he's going to hang out with this evening. We're going drinking. You got a problem with that? He was like, you know who we are? And I was like, I don't think I give two shits who you are. First of all. Second of all, you don't know who I am. You might want to step back away from my desk. And the big fat one was like, I'll bust your ass. I stood up and I said, I wish you would. As soon as I said, I wish you would, my petty officer walked in the classroom and said, Carson, we've had this discussion before. You four, go sit the hell down before he kicks the shit out of you. See, my petty officer knows who I am because my petty officer was there the night that me and about 20 of my friends got into a barroom brawl out on the town in Florida. He was in the bar that night, and he saw that they actually had to take it. It took 9 bouncers to pull me off the guy that got on my nerves just because he spit in my drink. Because he thought he was tough, so he ate that glass. And I don't mean that shit. That's not a euphemism. No, he ate that glass. He ate that fucking glass. I shoved that bitch in his mouth, drink and all. No. We don't play those games. Plus, granted, I had been drinking tequila sunrises all night, so I didn't really gauge how big the glass was and whether it was gonna fit in his mouth or not. I just gave it a push. Lucky for him, he was about to say something and the glass fit right in. No, I didn't. That was the funniest part about it. My petty officer calls me unbreakable because of that exact moment. He called me unbreakable for like a month, dude, because I didn't break the glass when I shoved it in the guy's mouth. It was funny though. We were drunk. I mean, shit happens. But, you know, he started there, he's sitting there, he's running off the mouth, and he was like, Marshall, you meet us in front of the building after what's the name? I was like, yo, after we get out of class, you're gonna come with me back to the barracks. We'll see what happens when we get back to the barracks. We get back to the barracks, class is over, Marshall walks back with me, we sit there, we're chilling outside, we're smoking me a cigarette. Nobody realizes that I'm sitting out there. I'm pretty much sitting out there, just me and Marshall, all by ourselves. Nobody else is there. He thinks that I don't have any friends. I walk in, me and Marshall walk into the barracks, we salute the flag, we go towards my room so I can go grab my clothes and grab my car keys so we can get ready to head out. These motherfuckers is all the way on the other end of the hallway. They've already made it inside the building, mind you. So they're down by their room on the first floor talking all this trash. Talking about Marshall, you better tell that bitch that you got with you that he better mind his business, this, that, and the other. Yakety, 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 yak, yak, yak. That was all I heard. It sounded like Snoopy for me. Wah, 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 wah. I said, okay. So I said, you want to talk to me? I'll be down there in just a second. So I look over at the main desk because the ship's lieutenant is actually in the building at the moment. We call the barrack ships in the Navy. So the ship's lieutenant is actually in the building. So I look over at him. He looks at me. He rolls his eyes, goes in his rooms, and shuts his door. I drink with him. He's not going to say shit. All the guys at the front desk start laughing because they already know what's about to happen. So I start walking down the hallway. Now, as I'm walking down the hallway, what he didn't realize is all my friends were getting off of class at that exact moment and was coming through the front doors. So as I start walking down that hallway, and everybody knows that my room is on the 3rd floor, behind me, they just fall in line. By the time they realized, oh shit, he's got a pack of motherfuckers with him, they ran to their room. There was about 25 guys standing behind me, and I'm banging on his fucking door. I said, you don't want to open your door now? I said, no problem. I said, hey, go down to the desk. So I sent the guy down to the desk. He goes to the desk. He gets the room key, comes back. We unlock the door. We chain the motherfuckers in their bathroom and left them there. Fuck you. We chained them in his bathroom and we left them in their room all day. We was like, fuck you. I get in any room in the barracks I wanted to, dog. It didn't even matter. I had keys to every room if I wanted it. I got the master key. Because I was not the cool kid. I wasn't the tough guy. I was the guy that didn't take any shit, but I was fun loving. Everybody liked me because I was honest. I did what I said I was going to do. If I couldn't do it, I didn't tell you I could. I was just me. All I did was be myself. I wasn't them being a dick trying to bully nobody. Plus, I stood up for the little guy. I hate bullies. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. If it was up to me, I'd pack them all on an island, drop an atomic bomb, call it a day, go home and drink a beer. Period. That'd be me. But we can't do that, so I can laugh at them. You know? So, you know, and when the time I got done with that guy, I mean, I bossed him around. I did. I was like, you know what? I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to teach you the hard way. Give me your car keys. I'm driving your car for the rest of the week. And I did. I drove that motherfucker's car for like a month. Last day of the month, he was like, dude, I want to drive today. I was like, no, you can't drive. He was like, dude, give me the keys. I was like, no. He was like, yo, give me the fucking keys. And I'm like, what? I was like, okay, congratulations. I like the fact that you got a backbone and your balls dropped. So do me a favor. Next time you curse at me, though, I'm going to rip them balls off of you and I'm going to shove them down your throat. Don't you ever curse at me again. Here's your car keys. I guarantee you one thing. Those motherfuckers never fucked with him again. He actually beat the shit out of one of them in the baseball diamond the next night. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. No. No, not anymore. No, he became that guy. Like, literally, they was like, well, Marshall, you're going to take this? He was like, no, fuck you. I'm not taking you no fucking where. You want to get there? Call a cab. I'm out. And he left. And he rolled out, got in his car. We all packed in his shit. He packed, and all the other guys packed in their cars. And we went out to the beach that night and watched the Blue Angels fly over the beach. You know what I'm saying? He became a tough guy. But that's what it's all about, man. You got to stick up for yourself. You were the bully. You were the guy that I would have broken your jaw for just being the. Oh, okay, I got you. So basically, somebody brought you back down to size. I understand now. But still, even with that being said, that just should always remember that. You know what? You don't have to be a bully to be tough. And you just have to remember that no matter how big and bad you are, there's always somebody out there that's even bigger and badder than you are. You know what I mean? 99 times out of 100, you have a fight, you might win, but there's always that one time you'll get your ass busted and you lose. It's going to happen, but don't let it take your spirit. If you let it take your spirit, then you might as well roll over and die, because you know what? Everybody's going to roll over you from that point out. You can't let that happen. No, he's not. What, Charlie?